19:7. Hey, what's your name, bro? Huh? Kenny? My name's Shaka 9. Hey, what's your name, Chief? Solomon? Come a little bit closer, Solomon. All praise. You come up here with your fringes on, looking all duggy.
Yeah, I just saw y'all out here when I drove by and they wanted to show some love.
All praises, bro. All praises. Hey, check this out. Psalms 19:7.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
He said the laws of God is perfect. That what converts us. That what changes us. By us coming back to our true heritage, which is the laws and statutes and commandments of God.
That's right.
You understand, brother? Now the thing is, give me Leviticus 21:5. Now the thing is, as you see this brother right here, look at him. What's on his face? Beard, right? Just like the same thing that's on your face, right? It's commanded that a man should have a beard on his face, right? Because that is a badge of honor to a man, is the beard. But like how can you tell a male line from a female line? Yeah, what's the difference between a male line and a female line? How can you tell the difference? By the mane. By the mane, right? Read it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
We shouldn't shave our head, right? If we losing hair, you know what I'm saying, we're going to lose hair or whatever. Keep your hair cut, keep it lined up real nice. But we shouldn't make baldness of our head by shave it. Take a razor and shave our heads, right? Keep reading.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Says you should shave the corner of our beard, right? We can get it lined up, not real trimmed up real nice, but we shouldn't shave it off. You understand? So that's the thing that we need to come back to. So if I ask you what's your nationality, what you would say? Yeah, what race of people you descend from? Huh? Yeah, what race of people you descend from? Black, right? Okay, if I ask you, what would be your nationality? What race of people you descend from?
Israelite.
Israelite. You see the difference there? Now this brother have knowledge of some knowledge and understanding of who we are, right? How long you been knowing the truth, sir?
A few years, probably about about 5 years or so.
Okay, all right. Now, hold that. Now, read that real quick. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Now, this is the difference with our people, right? When we ask certain questions, like, what is your true nationality? What race of people you descend from? We get different answers like black, African American, you know what I'm saying, Negro, stuff like that, right? Because this happened to us. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy inheritance.
We have been discontinued from our heritage. Our heritage is this Bible. You understand, bro? Just like if I ask you this question, what color is Jesus Christ? See, that's the thing about it. We destroy from our true heritage. Because this is our forefathers that's in this Bible.
That's right.
Give me Revelation 1:1 real quick. Now, it's going to be described in the Bible how Jesus Christ looked. Right? So they let you know that these people that's in these Sunday churches, what color is Jesus Christ?
Black.
Exactly. But these churches teach us that Jesus is like a white man with long stringy hair, right? Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave it to him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass.
Okay, this is the revealing of Jesus Christ, right? It's going to describe in the Bible how Jesus Christ looked. Jump down to verse 10.
Verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
In the spirit on the Lord's day, which is today, the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day, the 7th day of the week is the Lord's day. Keep reading.
And heard behind me a great voice as a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
Said whatever you see, document it in a book. Right?
Bring it out.
Read verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
He said his head and his hairs were white like wool. What nation of people on this planet Earth has woolly hair? Us, right? We got woolly hair, right? Like Christ, he has woolly hair. Read.
As white as snow.
He said it's white as snow because he is the wisdom of God. He is the word of God. That's why it was white as snow. Keep reading.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes as a flame of fire. Give me Genesis 49:12 real quick. His eyes are a flame of fire because he drank wine in moderation. Right? It was prophesied about Christ in the Old Testament, in the first book of the Bible, that he will have eyes red with wine. Read it.
Genesis chapter 49 and verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
Go back. He said his eyes going to be red with wine. It's talking about Jesus Christ. Right? You got woolly hair and red eyes. Do you see that on this picture right here? Nowhere on this picture. But through the biblical depictions of Christ, he'll have a picture similar to this. You got white woolly hair and red eyes, right? Okay, let's keep reading. Read it.
Verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Say his feet like unto fine brass. The top of your feet, same color the rest of your body. Now, what color is brass? Brass is a derivative of brown, just like bronze, right? So it's brown, correct? Correct? It's brown, right, sir? Solomon?
Yeah.
It's brown, right? Okay, keep reading.
As if they burned in the furnace.
As if they burnt in a furnace. So you take anything and put it in the furnace, what color it will be? Black. So what color is Christ? Christ is what? Christ is what? What color? He black.
That's
Christ
right.
is a black man according to the Bible, according to our heritage.
Right.
See, this is the thing that our people need to come out of these lies and deception that have been set up ever since we brought over here on cargo slave ships. Because these people have deceived us to believe that we are nothing. But God said we the greatest people on this planet Earth. Because God chose us, right? Now, you said that your nationality was black or African American. Give me Deuteronomy real quick. Now, did we come over here on cargo slave ships? Okay, we came over in slavery, right? Okay, now, all this was prophesied in the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy 29:1 real quick. Now, this is what's going on. All this that's happening in this Bible is referred to the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, right? And you look on this sign over here. Come step over here real quick. Look on this sign over here. These are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, right? These are our true name that God gave us. But on the other side is the names that were given to us in captivity, in slavery, right? So we're going to read in the Bible the prophecies that happened to our people and the reason why it happened to our people. The reason why we in the condition that we live in, all right? Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Covenant to make with the children of Israel. All right? This is the audience. Now give me Deuteronomy 28. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, read verse 68. Read. Nah, read verse 15, then we're going to jump to 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
Saying if you do not obey God's commandments that he gave to the children of Israel, right? If you disobey God, keep reading.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and shall overtake thee.
Say all these curses going to come upon us. All these evil things are going to happen to us, right? Read verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
How do we get over here on this side of America? How do we get over here on this side of the world? How do we get over here? You see that sign right there? What does it say? Transatlantic slave trade. How do we get over here from over here? How do we get over here across that water? What means of transportation did they use to bring us over here? Deuteronomy 5 and 6. We use slave ships. Cargo slave ships, right? Right? So that's the means of transportation. How do we get over here? We came into Egypt again with ships, right? But the word Egypt means something. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Egypt means house of bondage, captivity, slavery, right? Because our forefathers were delivered out of Egypt. They walked out of Egypt. But this time, he said we're going to go into slavery or bondage again by ships. Read that again, Deuteronomy 28.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof thou spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now, when we got off them cargo slave ships, we are being sold to our enemies in these slave auctions. We're being sold to other slave plantations. Keep reading.
For bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you.
And no man will be able to redeem us or free us from this captivity. Now, did that happen to our people? Did we couldn't come over on cargo slave ship? When we sold in slavery, as bond men and bond women, that happened to us then. Okay, now, read verse 32. Read verse 32. Read that.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
When they sold to another slave plantation. Right? Keep reading.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand.
Said thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them, because they don't have no military might or economic might to get their children back. You understand? Read verse 41.
Verse 41. Thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Sold to another slave plantation. Right? So they won't be able to enjoy their children. They sold to another slave plantation. All this is in the Bible, bruh. Right? Give me verse 37. Now, you sold to another slave plantation, right? Let me ask you this question. What is your last name? Robinson? Your last name Roberts. How did you get that last name? How did they get the last name? Okay. When you were sold, when our forefathers sold to this plantation, they name brand us as their property. Right. So your forefather was the property of the Roberts. That's how they got their last name. You understand? Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt be an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Say you will be a byword, being called outside your God-given name. Right? So, African American, black, Negroes, Robinsons, Jamesons, Millers, these are bywords. These are not our true names, right? Give me Isaiah 65:15.
Hey, shalom brothers, shalom sisters, Bishop Nathaniel here. That's right, you know what day it is. It's Shout Out Tuesday. It is Shout Out Tuesday, and I pray you brothers and sisters join me every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events channel, where I will be reading your kind and inspirational letters, also thanking you for your kind donations, and also covering very important biblical information for the mental well-being of our 12 tribes. That's right, 12 tribes worldwide. So hope to see you then every Tuesday afternoon on IUIC Events. Shalom.
Isaiah 65:15. Now these are things that we need to understand, that who we truly are as a nation of people. If we understand who we truly are and remember and bethink ourselves and remember who we are, then it is things that we must do in order for us to come back to our true heritage. These are the guidelines that God gave us, how we supposed to live on this planet Earth. You understand, bro? Right? Read that.
Isaiah chapter 65 and verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse,
We leave our name for a curse for disobeying God's laws, right? We leave our true name for a curse. Keep reading.
Unto my chosen, for the Lord God shall slay thee, and call his servants by another name.
Call his servants by another name. Instead of being of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, your surname supposed to be of the children of Israel. But they destroyed us from our heritage and gave us these last names that were sold us to slave plantations, right? So if I ask you once again, what's your nationality, what you would say? You're Israel. All praise to the Most High. Now, what we supposed to do on the Sabbath day?
Remember the Sabbath.
To keep it holy. What's one of the things we supposed to do on the Sabbath day? Right? Alright, give me Leviticus 23. Give me verse 3 real quick. Alright? Now, it's one thing that we must do. Brother Solomon, read that.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall thy work be done, but the 7th day is a Sabbath of rest and a holy convocation. Holy convocation.
A holy convocation. We supposed to come together on the Sabbath day.
That's right.
That's one thing that we need to do, Solomon. We need to come together on the Sabbath day.
Right.
You got the address on that back, right?
I got you.
Give me Hebrews 10:25.
Bring it out.
But we expect to see you congregate with us, because you know we the children of Israel.
Right.
Have you been congregating with anybody else?
I have.
What happened?
No, we do it. I just was coming back from the hospital. Yeah, but I got something. We're going to be studying again at 3 o'clock.
Who you congregate with?
Man, just family, friends, we study every
Bring your family and friends along with you.
That's
Come to
right.
the address right there, bro. Because we supposed to come together. You understand?
All right.
Read it.
I got you.
Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, as much as the more, as ye see the day approaching.
Say exhorting one another. That's the importance that we must come together.
Right.
Must exhort one another. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to learn the laws of God as a unity of a people, right?
Used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.